Okay, we're good to go.
What's up? What's happening?
You just said what's up, and then Elliot just went, "What?" Like you really upset him.
Welcome to Why is Harriet Crying with me, Harriet KEMSLEY. And
Wait, I'm Harriet KEMSLEY. Obviously, I'm not going to say.
yeah, but we could have had a bit of fun.
No, I'm not playing your games.
Harriet's in a in a foul
you're
mood.
in a foul mood.
Don't shout at me.
I didn't shout. I raised my voice. There's a difference. If I wanted to shout, you would know about it. I think we have to have an intervention because I don't know what's happened, but you are just being a really grumpy person.
You're the one who's clearly grumpy now.
Working together, I think, could destroy our friendship.
I think it's fine. I think everything's okay.
You are very dismissive.
Of what?
And rude and grumpy.
I'm not being grumpy or rude or dismissive.
Yeah, you're not now because you're being filmed, but behind the scenes, you are really grumpy and rude.
When have I been grumpy and rude?
All the time. I say something, you say the opposite, or you just are grumpy. So
please, can we have some evidence? You can't just tell me to work on it.
What I just said is evidence. Be better. I'm telling you, as a friend and an observer, you need to do better.
I'm telling you, as a friend and an observer, you need to do better.
No, you can't just say I say back.
Why not?
No, you can't. You have to just take this on.
You lisp when you're nervous?
I know. I'm not nervous, I'm cross.
Why are you crying?
I'm not crying.
Oh, I thought you got tears in your eyes.
My voice went up. No, I'm just trying to confront you.
I don't think I've been grumpy, and Bobby confirmed that. We spoke to Bobby about 10 minutes ago, and he said
he hasn't seen it because you only do it in private, where you're really grumpy.
Well, he was round at my house the other week.
Yeah.
And I wasn't grumpy.
Yeah, but I can't remember what
Somebody
happened.
was, though, weren't they?
I can't remember what happened.
Somebody was grumpy.
Why was I grumpy, though? I
don't know.
What
Someone
did you do that made me grumpy?
Why would I have done it? It's a pandemic.
The pandemic's getting
you can't blame yourself for being grumpy.
I'm not blaming myself. I'm blaming you for your grumpiness.
I don't know. Is there any specific thing I can work on?
Yes. Yeah. If I say something, you say no, or you say, and you're very short-tempered, and you're very grouchy, and you're just a bit unpleasant. I said it. You're a bit unpleasant.
Yeah, no, but I need what are the actual
unpleasantness?
No, the incidents.
General unpleasantness is the incidents.
No, I just need a general indication of the exact incidents.
You have been.
No, but you're just saying generally unpleasant now. But
okay,
can you tell me when?
When I suggested clips that we could put on the internet, and then each one you just said no, and then said your own clip, and you did that both times. So I watched it and found clips, and both times you just said no, and then suggested your own clips, and all the clips you suggest are just bits where you're funny. Like you only pick bits that you are funny in, and you never
I think we've got to the bottom of the grumpiness, haven't we? I think we've got to the bottom of what's happening here. And that's you're feeling hurt and ashamed of yourself.
No, ashamed
for your
of you.
Behavior,
no, of you.
For your response.
You're very grumpy.
I'm going to just go back into the... I'm actually going to post these online.
Don't post my private messages. I'll sue you.
You can't sue me.
I can sue you.
You don't know how to sue me.
I do. You literally... There's people that will do it for you and they'll take all the costs.
They won't take all the costs.
They will.
Where is the Why is Harriet Crying group?
But why do you think you've been so grumpy and unpleasant? Is it the general? Is it the pandemic? Because something's going on. I think it might be because you're approaching 40.
Oh, this is when you were sulking.
No.
This is it. Okay, so you gave 4 options for she gave 4 options.
4 options. I watched the whole thing. I did a lot of work, and I don't like watching myself.
And then you said,
and I gave timestamps and everything.
Do you mind if I just finish?
Yes, please put your evidence.
And then I said, yeah, sure, I'll mark some out tonight. So I had a look at the clips, and then I said, I think this one is good. The others are quite long and need context, I think. So I didn't immediately dismiss them. I gave reasons, and I said they're good. But I think they need context.
Are you staring directly down the lens?
Yeah, I'm telling them.
That's unfair because I haven't done that. That's like you're imploring people. Like,
and then you said,
cheating.
And then you said, okay, yeah, maybe you're right, and maybe this one, and you said, I think that has enough context, and I said, okay, are you sulking? And you said, I am. I spent an hour doing this, made my suggestions, then you dismissed them all.
Yeah, thank you.
So
and then,
I didn't dismiss them.
Yeah, and
do you
then,
know what do you know what
and
dismissing
then I got really stressed because I thought you might not like me, and so then I called you.
She called me thinking we'd fallen out.
I thought we had a big falling out.
Where was I? I was in the middle of something. Anyway, yeah. So none of this is to do with me.
It is to do with you because you're gaslighting, because you're acting like you're not grumpy and unpleasant, and you are very grumpy
but
at the moment.
But that's your perception of it.
No. My perception real. You are grumpy. Something has happened in the last couple of months.
Wonder what
maybe
that
the
is.
global pandemic that's made you grumpy. Admit it.
I'm not admitting that I'm grumpy
Admit
all the
that
time.
You're grumpy. Not all the time.
Why?
Whenever you're with me.
It's perfectly obvious
it.
here that you're in a bad mood.
No, I am not in a bad mood.
You don't want to
That's
take ownership
gaslighting.
of your
I'm
bad.
not in a bad mood. Stop gaslighting me.
What is wrong with you?
I found a new word and I'm going to use it.
You can't just...
You have to stop and be better because I'm having intervention.
You think
here.
you're fine?
I'm fine.
But you just admitted that you were sulking about something for no reason.
Yes, not no reason.
You said I dismissed you. I didn't dismiss you.
You did dismiss me.
I gave you reasons why.
I put 4 different timestamps and you said they were all bad and then just pick your own one.
I didn't say they were bad. I said they need context.
And you think I didn't find context? I didn't pick clips that had context?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
What is going on though? Why are you so grumpy?
I'm not grumpy. I'm trying to help when you asked me to do a task.
I did all the help. I did all the work and made it easy for you.
You can't say I have to just agree with you.
No, I gave you 4 options.
But you told me to watch the whole thing and pick some.
No, I didn't.
Clips.
I did all. Yeah, but you never did that. So
I did.
That's
the
what
work, I said I did, and I said, "How about this one?"
You keep saying you'll do things, and then you don't do them.
Literally,
this podcast is gonna break us apart. I think Patreon is gonna ruin it because you are so grumpy and you won't admit you're grumpy.
There's literally nothing. There's nothing.
Is something
gone
happening
wrong
in
here.
your personal life? Are you having a crisis of confidence?
Everything's fine.
But
I don't
what's
understand what the
happening?
issue is. What's the issue with you?
You are
Because
grumpy and
you're getting really
unpleasant.
angry about this.
Yes.
But nothing's happened here.
Thank you for acknowledging that I'm angry. I am angry with you. You are making me angry.
You even had to call me to find out why you were angry.
Yeah.
And I had to tell you nothing was the problem.
No. To find out why you are doing this.
Don't point at me.
Sorry.
You said you were sulking
Why
anyway.
I
I'm
was
not the grumpy
sulking.
one. You're the one who's sulking.
Because your behaviour is bad.
Elliot, can you intervene, please?
Can you tell him that? Can you say he's been grumpy, hasn't he?
Thank you for having me. I don't take sides.
Oh my God, Elliot's like our child, and you are making
shouldn't argue
the
in front of
tension
Elliot. You shouldn't argue in front.
unlivable. I'm sweating a lot in this chair.
It's quite warm, isn't it?
Oh God, I sweat a lot behind the knees, and it's giving me eczema, and it also is just you sweat behind the knees.
Probably. I didn't know if it causes eczema. I thought it causes like a rash sometimes, doesn't it? Because it's sweat.
Did I tell you about the time I accidentally told Wes Nelson from Love Island I was really sweaty?
I don't know who that is.
He's a hunk from Love Island, and we were doing some filming together, and then he said, "Oh yeah, I accidentally get really sweaty," and I went, "Oh my God, I get so sweaty too. I'm so sweaty right now, like everywhere." And he said, "Oh, I said sweary." And it was really embarrassing because I just told him that I was really sweaty.
You told Love Island hunk.
Yeah, Wes Nelson that I was really sweaty.
Yeah.
And someone from a show where they are club reps.
Someone else? You mean there's another person there?
Yeah, who's a club rep.
Were you nervous?
Yeah, I just get nerves. I don't know why my knees just sweat and it gives me eczema. Because your behaviour is so bad.
Literally done nothing wrong. I'm not accepting that.
Why are you so grumpy? I feel like you're cross with me.
I'm not cross
Why
with
are you cross with me?
I'm not cross with you or grumpy.
You are.
This is because I've been busy over the last week or so.
No, absolutely not.
Well, what is it then?
It's your tone and your dismissiveness and your grumpiness.
But we had a chat about it. It was fine.
No, it wasn't fine.
But you said it was fine.
But I'm having an intervention. That means you have to break down or something, and you have to be upset or reach some resolution.
What's happening?
Please.
I don't know what's happening. I can't give you...
Admit that you're grumpy.
Not going to give you that.
Admit that you're grumpy.
Now?
Admit that you're grumpy.
I'm
Admit
not even grumpy. This is hilarious. This is just stupid.
Admit that you're grumpy. You're so grumpy. Can you admit it, please?
I'm not grumpy.
Unless you admit it.
I don't think this is...
You have got extra grumpy during the pandemic.
I don't think so.
Well, we've reached a stalemate then. This won't reach resolution until you say you're grumpy.
Why? What do you mean? There's no resolution to this because
I just
you've
need
got it in your
you
mind.
to say
you need me
you are
to say I was grumpy. You don't.
You are so grumpy. Please, can you just say you're grumpy?
You don't care about the truth. You just care that you
that
get
is the
what
truth. I feel like you're making me go mad because I know you're grumpy and everyone else doesn't know. It's like I can see a monster and no one else can see it, and it's you.
Yeah, but then
you're
surely
grumpy.
it's your problem.
It's your problem that is becoming my problem. See, now you're being all pleasant and chuckling, like you're just chuckling away, like you're so fun and chuckly. But you're not like this all the time. You're very unpleasant. You're very grumpy, and you have to stop and admit it. That's the first step towards getting over this.
I don't know what's happening.
All you have to do
Please.
is admit that you've been grumpy.
Please, I'm not going to do that.
I won't
can't
stop.
do it.
I won't stop until you admit. Please,
No.
will you admit it?
No, that's blackmail.
Please.
You can't just
I
say
said
you won't.
please
I
3
don't
times. Please.
I'm not going to admit I'm something I'm
Please.
not just because you want
are
me to.
grumpy.
No.
Oh, you're making me so mad because you're so grumpy and nobody knows. You're a secret grump and nobody knows. I'm so angry.
I don't know what's happening
and I'm
here.
so sweaty around the knees.
This is all your fault, though.
It's not my
You have
fault,
to
this
stop
is what
saying
I'm
it.
saying. You have to stop.
You just wound yourself up.
I know I've got really wound up because I wanted to have an
Oh,
intervention
God.
and it's not gone well. When you
You
have
can't
an
have an
intervention,
intervention if it's just you. Other people have to
I
agree
can.
with you.
I can. I'm having an intervention and I need you
There's
to
no
admit
such thing as a one-person
It
intervention.
is. It's what's happening
Harriet,
right now.
well, it's not happening. It's not gone very
You're
well,
in
has it?
No, it hasn't gone very
Oh,
well.
my God.
But I can't stop interventing on you unless you admit it.
What is wrong with you?
You have a problem, a grumpiness problem. I need you to admit it. Please.
I
It's
genuinely
hurting
feel
your
great.
friends and family. Will you
It's-
please admit that you have a grumpiness problem?
But no one's ever said anything. It's just you.
They're too afraid because
They're
of the
too afraid of me
grumpiness.
for the grumpiness.
You
is
can't
it?
mention it.
Who have you spoke to about it?
I spoke to my brother,
Oh, God.
and I told him.
I haven't seen
and-
your brother for about 6 months. So.
Well, he agreed with me, and I told Bobby that you were
Yeah.
grumpy, and
Bobby said, well, we just spoke to him a minute ago. He said, I haven't been grumpy.
you didn't hear what was happening on the phone.
Well, I heard, and you were lying.
No,
Because he had to correct you because you were lying about what he said.
no. I'm noticing it.
You
Maybe
blink,
it's because
you blink
I'm
at the wrong rate when you're lying. Like one eye goes down and
maybe
the
it's
other one
because
stays open.
I'm closer to you. I'm noticing someone, or maybe you're taking it out on me. Whatever is happening, you're taking it out on me.
But I've just read out the messages that you said I was grumpy about, but they don't seem to be grumpy to me.
Yes, but there's a general tone. It's built up. There's a message behind the messages. That's what people see, but that's not what I see because I've had to deal with the grumpiness.
But these
You're
are
very
in-
dismissive. You're very
Stop
short.
saying I'm dismissive.
You're very grumpy.
Because it's here. It's just right. It says, I don't. That's not grumpy. And I asked if you were sulking about that
I
because
was
you got
sulking.
grumpy.
Yeah. And I
then
said,
you
I
were-
am.
You said you were, yeah. And then you said
You
I dismissed them all. And then you
Dismissed them all.
phoned me.
Yeah.
And
And
we had
then
a
because
chat
then I
about
felt
it.
bad that you were cross with me.
And then I sent Elliot the address.
It's a pattern.
And then you said,
You've
oh my
got a
God, are
pattern.
you sulking? And I said, no, I'm being an adult. And you wrote in capitals, I'm being an adult. And I said, yes, of course. And
Yeah,
then
but
we
you see,
stopped.
that was dismissive when you said, of course, like as if, oh, the woman's overreacting, but you drove
But you
me
wrote,
to this.
I'm being an adult
You
in
drove.
capitals. And I agreed with you. You are.
No, you didn't. You didn't agree.
I said, yes, of course.
No. You said that was like a, yeah, of course.
What do you
Yeah,
want me to
of
say
course.
to that, though?
Yeah.
What do you want me to say to someone?
Say, I'm sorry, what have I done to hurt you?
No, you don't say sorry for something that you don't know you've done yet.
I'm telling you, you've done it. This is a grumpiness intervention.
You can't say,
I am
I'm
telling
sorry,
you.
what have I done? You find out what you've
Yes,
done first
no,
and determine whether it's
I
worth an
always
apology.
apologise first.
I don't apologise for. Why are you
If
apologising
you've upset
first?
somebody, you should apologise. I'm telling you, you've upset me. Can you please apologise? Sunil, apologise. You've clearly upset me. Can you apologise, please?
I don't know what I'm apologising for.
How many times have I said
I
now?
can't apologise for something. I
being
don't know what
grumpy.
I can't apologise. If I'm grumpy, if you're grumpy, you don't have to apologise for being grumpy.
Well, Sunil, let me start. I am sorry if I've ever been grumpy towards you.
You're sorry if you've ever been grumpy.
Do you have any,
Why?
Do you have anything to say to me?
No. I don't accept your apology. Because
I
you shouldn't-
retract my apology. I can't believe you tricked
my
me into
God.
apologising. That
I'm
was
not
so
tricking
rude.
you into. I'm saying you don't
That
have to
was so
apologise.
rude.
I'm saying you don't have to apologise for being grumpy.
This could
You're
be the end
allowed
of the
to be-
podcast. If you don't apologise, this could be the end. We've just
I'm
done
saying
Patreon like this could be
It's
the end.
fine if you're grumpy.
I know it's fine if I'm grumpy, but it's not fine that you're grumpy. That's the problem.
Why is it not fine?
Because it's upsetting me, clearly.
It's not upsetting you though. We had a chat about it.
I
And you were
am
fine at the
upset.
end.
Do I not seem upset that you're grumpy? This is an intervention. Admit you're grumpy.
I think you're upset because I'm not admitting that I'm grumpy.
Yeah. Please admit it.
No.
Please.
Let's move on.
There's no resolution. Until you apologise, there isn't a resolution. This will never go away.
I went to the seaside the other day,
Mhm.
and it was really. I was grumpy at the seaside.
Oh,
And,
really? Would you say that's a pattern of behaviour that you've had recently?
No, just that day I was really grumpy. Because
Why were you grumpy?
because there were lots of people there,
Oh, that
and I
must
was
have
like,
been hard
this
for
is
you.
exhausting.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
phoned you because I was like, Harriet, I'm very grumpy today.
Yeah.
And you said it was all my fault anyway, because apparently, this is something I only found out recently, that Harriet, behind my back, has given me the nickname of the inviterer, because apparently for social events, I invite people she doesn't know, and that makes her anxious. So she said it was a taste of my... Why are you looking at me like that? She said it was a taste of my own medicine, that there were lots of people at the seaside, and it made me...
Well, you
angry.
don't like it when people are invited, but you like to invite.
Yeah, I had no
Interesting.
idea. I'm sorry that's upset you in
Thank
the
you so
past.
much for upsetting,
I
for
wish-
apologising for being grumpy.
I wish you'd
I
actually said
accept
something
your
about
grumpy
it
apology.
in the past rather than behind my back call me the inviterer. And
Yeah, but
that
it's
would have been
funny to
nice.
call
It
you
would have been
things
more
behind your
adult to
back.
certainly just broach a topic, speak to someone about it.
Elliot, can you do something?
Not really.
What can Elliot do? What do you want Elliot to do?
This is the worst podcast I've ever been a part of.
Sorry about the motorcycle noises. We're in a new location today. So I had a nice day. In the end, what happened was I was grumpy when I spoke to you, but once I just resigned myself to the situation and made the most of it, I had one of the nicest days in a long time.
Well, isn't that interesting?
Yeah, and I think that's a lesson for us all.
I think that's a
really.
lesson for you, particularly, about how you should be less grumpy.
I had an ice cream. I had scampi and chips by the seaside, overlooking the sea in Whitstable. I had 3 cans of Estrella. And did I say ice cream already?
Yeah, you already said ice cream.
And
and
two.
scampi and
I had
Australia.
2 public pisses
Where?
in a public toilet. You don't see public toilets anymore, do you? They got loads of them in Whitstable. Bloody great public toilets. They don't exist anymore. You have to go into cafes and stuff, but now they've shut. So where do people piss? Whitstable, loads of public toilets. It's great. I think it's a real issue. I think there's if I was ever to run for office, it would be on the platform of more public toilets.
But the problem is that bad things happen in public toilets.
Well, I'd get one of those like Japanese ones that cleans itself. Have you seen the see-through ones?
No.
There's I think it's Japan. It's like a glass box, so you can see in to make sure there's no one in there. And then when you go in, you press a button to say you're in, and it makes the glass opaque.
What if you forget to press the button? That'd be so stressful.
Well, don't, because
But
it
then
tells
everyone
you.
sees you.
No, but you can see out. If you can't see out, they can't see in.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, it's like a wall.
I don't understand the ones where all the men piss in a circle.
You mean the ones in like central London?
Yeah, and they just
Horrible.
all piss. Yeah,
Horrible.
I really don't like it.
But it's rather that than them pissing on like in anything.
Rather that than them just pissing on a statue or something.
Must be
or
awful
a
being.
dog.
You ever seen anyone piss on a dog?
No, I think I was thinking of a dog pissing and then I got confused and I said
Just
pissing on
cocking
a
its
dog.
leg.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever cocked my leg when I piss. But you might because apparently you're allowed to piss in public. It might be an urban myth, but if you go at the back wheel of a car and say "in pain" 3 times,
In pain, in pain, in pain.
yeah, and the police can't arrest you then.
But what if you said it before they get there?
Just say it while they're about.
So then you actually say it more than 3
Just
times.
keep saying "in
so
pain."
It's 4 times.
Just keep saying "in pain." It's like Candyman, isn't it? Except it's a stop.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it must be awful being, a woman.
It is. Thank you for
Not
apologising.
knowing where to piss.
Thank you. It's very stressful. It was very stressful at the start of lockdown, not knowing where
Yeah.
to piss, not having anywhere to go, and I need to piss all the time. So it's very hard.
But that's you realise that you know now that's a psychological thing rather than an actual need to piss.
Yes. Well, that's what the doctor said, yes, that I just panic.
Did we talk about it on this podcast?
Yeah, we've talked about it before because then, they had to give me like exercises on how to control my mind.
Yeah. Did that work?
No.
Probably should. I'm just going to keep talking.
Where are you going?
I'm just going to shut the door.
Oh, I thought you were going to go piss in the corner.
Oh, no, it's all right. No, keep going. Keep going, Harriet.
I don't know what to say.
Harriet.
Anyway, if you think Sunil has been grumpy, then can you please message me because I'm trying to build a case against him. Thank you.
What did you say?
Nothing.
Good job.
Well done. Good job shutting those windows.
Thank you. Very noisy.
Well, I as a Patreon, you made me really panic because you won't apologise.
Okay.
I'm going to make you apologise. I'm going to build up a case.
Yeah. What?
And then
What are you telling people to do? Message you?
No, just if anybody has any information, then just message me and then
Why
we'll build
would
up a
our
case.
listeners have any information?
They might have seen you somewhere being grumpy. And then they want to tell me, and then we're going to build the case.
I told you an incident where I was grumpy, and I admitted
To
it.
me, specifically to me, you're being, no one else can see it. It's like I can see, it's like you're a ghost that I can see and no one else can see.
You keep telling me I'm grumpy though, but it's not even making me grumpy that you do that. So does that not tell you
Because
anything?
you're being filmed right now, so you're not going to show this side
don't
of
you
you
think,
when
like-
this is just happens behind closed doors.
Don't you think that I'm allowed to be grumpy on the occasion anyway?
Yes,
what's
but
the
it's just
problem?
been happening a lot, and it's making me very unnerved and really sweaty behind the knees. And so I think you should
But
apologise.
are you sure?
I think
'cause
you should apologise.
The time you're talking about, the specific time, those text messages about the clips.
Other times as well, like when we were
But
at
you were wrong
yours
about
with
that
Evelyn,
time.
you were grumpy then with me.
I don't know if I was.
You were.
Because everyone was talking about you being grumpy that night. So I don't know where I was being grumpy.
Yeah, but I was grumpy because you were grumpy. This is what's happening. Your behaviour is impacting on me and affecting my personality poorly. You're ruining my life. I think what we realise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was trying to move on from it, but we've actually
Okay,
gone
great. Yeah,
backwards.
do you want to read me your thing and then we can go?
Well, you got to do me a story, aren't you?
No, we do sad stories on the podcast.
I just don't think you like this.
I don't think you're like this.
What?
Wait, what?
What?
You don't think I'm like this?
Yeah.
I am. What do you mean? I am like this.
No, I don't think you will. What is wrong with you? You listen to what I'm saying.
I really panicked because I did an intervention. It didn't work. Do you know how embarrassing that is? You didn't back down.
This is not
I
an
feel
intervention.
like
You can't
I've
have an
lost.
intervention with one person.
I did, and I feel let down by you. Because all you had to do was apologise, and you're so stubborn and grumpy you won't apologise.
Law 1 of the 48 laws of power.
Oh my God.
Never outshine the master.
Who's the master?
I'm just saying, it's up to you
Yeah.
to judge who's the master. Let me just read.
Yeah, go on then.
Always make those above you feel comfortably superior. You ever done that? In your
That's
desire.
what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to make you feel superior, and you're acting superior, but actually I know I'm more superior.
So you're saying I'm above you?
No, I'm saying I'm letting you think you're above me.
That's not what this
I'm
says.
do-
It
it's
says
exactly
always
what it
make
says.
those who are above you feel comfortably superior.
Oh.
In your desire to please and impress them, do not go too far in displaying your talents, or you might accomplish the opposite, inspire fear and insecurity. Don't want to do that.
You're afraid of me.
Please let me.
Sorry, I'm just saying. I'm
Make
just
your
making
masters
sense of it.
appear more brilliant than they are, and you will attain the heights of power.
What do you mean? What are you talking about? My masters?
Well, it's just a law, isn't it?
But who's...
Just people above you.
Who wrote this book?
It's
Why-
history.
What?
This is history.
It's... History wrote it. Who wrote it? Who wrote it? It says
Don't
keys
look
to
at it.
power. I want to
Don't
know
look
about
at
the
it. Why are you
keys
looking
to
at
power.
it? Everyone has insecurities. When you show yourself in the world and display your talents, you naturally stir up all kinds of resentments,
Yeah, I know
envy,
that.
and other manifestations of insecurity. That's you.
That's what you have.
This is to be.
insecurity.
It's you.
You're
Please let me
insecure.
read my book. This is to be
Who
expected.
wrote this?
You
crap?
cannot spend your life worrying about the petty feelings of others. With those above you, however, you must take a different approach. When it comes to power, outshining the master is perhaps the worst mistake of all. Ever thought about that?
Who wrote this book? This
Let me
person
finish
is not
reading.
kind.
Do not fool
Who
yourself
wrote it?
into. It doesn't matter. You don't know who that is.
Hitler.
Yeah.
Was it written by Hitler?
This is Hitler's book. Yeah.
Is
no,
it?
it's not Hitler's. He's only written one book, and it's not the 48 Laws of Power, is it? Do not fool yourself into thinking that life has changed much
no
since
point.
the days of Louis XIV and the Medicis.
I
Those-
don't know what happened
Please,
in those
can you
days.
stop
I'm not
jumping in? I'm
fooling
trying to-
myself about that. I don't know what happened with the Medicis.
Those who attain high standing in life are like kings and queens. They want to feel secure in their positions and superior to those around them in intelligence, wit, and charm. It's a deadly but common misperception to believe that by displaying and vaunting your gifts and talents, you're winning the master's affection. So just keep it to yourself. That's what they're saying.
Is that why you don't ever display any talents?
He may feign appreciation, but at his first opportunity, he will replace you with someone less intelligent, less attractive, less threatening. Just as Louis XIV replaced...
That's what you're
Please
trying
let
to
me
do.
finish.
You want to replace me, and that's why you're being grumpy, and you're trying to get rid of me by being grumpy. This is like a relationship tactic that you're using right now.
Just as Louis XIV replaced the sparkling Fouquet with the bland Colbert. And as with Louis, he will not admit the truth, but will find an excuse to rid himself of your presence.
You don't want to dump me, so you're trying to make me dump you. That's what you're doing.
This law involves 2 rules that you must realize. Just 2 rules. First, you can inadvertently outshine a master just by being yourself. There are masters who are more insecure than others, monstrously insecure. You may naturally outshine them by your charm and grace. And second, never imagine that because the master loves you, you can do anything you want.
It's just like a book for dogs. I don't understand.
Yeah, there's a lot of use of the word master, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I think like that's an interchangeable. It doesn't have to be, the word master is quite. I mean, just like maybe your boss.
Yeah.
I think they're talking about like your bosses.
Yeah.
People who are above you in terms of like their careers or whatever.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much.
So you take that on board.
I won't.
Oh.
I think it's misogynistic.
Why?
I don't know. I just think it is. I think it's men trying to make women. They're telling women, "Oh, don't be too great." Did a man write this?
Well, they're saying
A man wrote this.
But they're talking about the master being insecure.
Yeah.
They're saying the man is insecure.
Yeah, but then they're saying, we're really insecure, so don't show any of your talents because it will hurt us. And then they're like, ha, you never showed any talents, so we got you. That's what it is.
Wild.
Manipulation.
It could be.
Gaslighting. You. I think we've reached our conclusion about who is grumpy.
It's got nothing to do with
Admit you're grumpy. Admit you're grumpy. Admit it. Admit it. Admit it.
I'm not going to admit I'm grumpy.
Admit you're grumpy.
I'm
Admit
not
it.
gonna
Admit it. Admit it. Admit it.
Oh, have we done
Just
enough?
say yes. Just say you're grumpy.
I'm not grumpy.
Say you're grumpy.
Elliot, how much have we done?
Say you're grumpy.
Enough.
Say you're grumpy.
Thanks for listening.
Just say you're grumpy.
I'm not going to say I'm
Just
grumpy.
say you're grumpy.
I'm not grumpy though. I think we know who's grumpy. It's pretty obvious from
You're
this who's
making
grumpy.
me grumpy, so you're making me
not-
seem mad
I'm
because
not
you
doing
are,
anything.
You are.
I'm allowed-
You know you are. You know you are.
What's that?
It's my hand sanitizer.
Why are you crying?
I'm not crying. I'm just...
Can I have some? Ow! No, hey. That's alcohol.
Okay. It's got lemon peel in it. It's quite nice.
It's quite a strong smell.
Okay.
Sorry
Thanks for
about
listening.
Harriet.
I'm sorry about Harriet.
Okay.
Thank you.